Okay, welcome back to Podfast. I'm here with Tom, Mill Street member. Could you just introduce yourself and tell us what it is you do?
Yeah, certainly, Jamie. Nice to see you, my friend.
Nice
Facebook and Google Ads primarily, and landing page development for lead generation purposes, and then we also manage e-commerce campaigns for a mixture of businesses.
Cool, perfect, thank you. And what inspired you to start your sort of work in that sort of field?
I worked at a PR agency in London about 7 or 8 years ago, and then I was getting freelance clients on the side just to top up my income because cost of living in London is high. My salary was pretty low at the time.
Yeah.
And then after working at the agency for a couple of years, I got a job working for a startup, which was an electric vehicle manufacturer making commercial vans. And also while I was getting more clients on the side, like freelancing, social media management back at that time, because organic reach was a lot higher, and then kind of got to the place where my freelance clients were similar-ish to my full-time salary, and then got the nudge from my dad, who's run a business for about the last 15-20 years of when he was working, and he was like, go full-time self-employed. You don't want to spend your whole career being employed if you want to try and make a bit more money.
Yeah, definitely. As you say, it was your dad that kind of pushed you to go and work for yourself.
Yeah, 'cause he found it a lot more fulfilling being self-employed, and he kind of earned a lot more having a business, and he wanted the same to happen for me. Yeah. So, it was really my dad.
Nice. What would you say, maybe apart from the money, what would you say is a good thing about owning your own business or running your own business as opposed to being employed? What would you say?
There's various pros and cons. It's not all benefits. There's lots of benefits to being employed. It all just depends on your interests and what stage of life you're in. I think for me, the benefits have been more flexibility with my routine. So being able to go on holiday when you want without having to ask for someone's permission. For me personally, it's really accelerated my learning. I felt like when I was in employment, my kind of learning was always capped based on what work was being allocated, but that was probably the nature of the businesses I was in at the time. I worked for an agency, a startup, and also worked for Tesla, so we're like a very large corporate company with lots of processes. But since being employed, I think other than the money, the key benefit is just massively accelerating learning and personal development, but also networking and building up a contact base. So I'm fortunate. There's probably a few dozen people in my phone book. If I needed like 500 grand for a business, I could probably quite easily get that money. Whereas in employment, I didn't have that network. So it's, I guess the ability to like raise capital for things as well.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Thanks. And how do you might have already touched on it a little bit there. How do you define success in your work?
I guess like meeting goals. I think for most people in the workplace, success will be how much they enjoy their job, feeling a satisfaction. Obviously, monetary success is important. Everyone has bills to pay. I think in my line of work and anyone's line of work, really success is freedom to dictate your own schedule, when you work, when you don't work, who you work with. So I think success is dictating your own schedule.
Okay, cool, perfect. And have you got any tips for or how do you manage like a work-life balance? Because I know someone that runs their own business or is a freelancer, it's quite hard to switch off, isn't it? So how do you manage work-life balance?
I think I don't really have much work-life balance, but I'm like very fortunate. I enjoy what I do. So like on a weekend, I'll often be working. Like this weekend just gone, I did a 5K run with a client in the morning, and then we went out for breakfast with his partner and my partner. But it's because I want to do that. It's fun, and I've worked with him for like 4 years. He's got a car storage business. So I think when you make work your life, if you enjoy it, it doesn't matter. So I don't really measure my hours, but I'd imagine, it's consistently in excess of like 60, 70 hours a week. But if you enjoy who you're working with and you feel like you're learning a lot and the money's good, I think that's fine. So I think like work-life balance, as long as you enjoy what you're doing and you're not taking loads of crap from people, and you have like meaningful relationships, I don't think you need to worry too much about that, providing of course you're sleeping enough, your diet's in check, you're not stressed out of your mind. I think work-life balance can be very Flexible.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's a term used quite a lot, isn't it? But yeah, you're right. If you enjoy your job and what you do, then it doesn't really hold much weight, does it, that term, work-life balance?
Not really.
Perfect. So thank you for those. That's really interesting about it. We've got some more, more stupid questions now.
Yeah.
Right, first one. How old were you when you learned to tie your shoes, if you can remember?
I can't remember, but I remember having shoes with the Velcro straps when I was a kid. And I think I had shoes which used to have flashy lights at the bottom as well.
Yeah. I always wanted them. Yeah.
But I was never that coordinated as a child, so I imagine if the average age to tie shoes was 4, I was probably like 7.
Right, okay.
Because I was quite slow to develop in many areas of my life, so I imagine that would be one of them as well.
Fair enough. Cool. What law would you introduce if you were king?
What law would I introduce?
Yeah, if there's anything that you think, that really could be a law, could be stupid, but what would you introduce?
I don't know. Off the top of my head, like make it a law for people to exercise more. Like, do at least one piece of exercise a week. I think a lot of like mental health problems could be solved with people just being a bit more active. I think it's really important.
100%, yeah.
So like, I don't know, everyone has to do a piece of sport or exercise on a Sunday.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
I think it would solve a lot of problems.
No, yeah, definitely. What's the most dangerous thing you've ever done?
I've done quite a lot of dangerous things. I've done multiple skydives.
Oh wow!
In Dubai, New Zealand. I hitchhiked Australia for a year, and we used to have a roof rack on this really old Holden Commodore we had, and we used to drive around the outback quite late at night. And we used to put people on the roof rack holding onto it with their legs dangling off the back of the car, and then see how fast we could go.
That's pretty dangerous.
So that's probably the most dangerous.
Fair, that's a good answer. I think that's the best one we've had for that. How many drinks do you need to get drunk?
Not many now. Not many. So not a massive drinker. So at university, lots. Now probably like 2 or 3 pints.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a lightweight.
That's good in a way though.
Yeah,
cheaper, isn't it?
It's cheap.
Yeah, it's cheaper. Okay, we'll go for one more. Which celebrity do you want to wipe from the face of the earth? Which celebrity do you hate and think, do not want them to be here anymore?
I wasn't expecting that. I thought you were going to say the generic pick 3 celebrities to go for a pint with, because I could say that. Which celebrity?
We could do that one if you want, actually.
Oh, God. I don't really follow much like celebrity things, so I don't know. I don't really hate any celebrities.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Well, we could go for the one. Which 3 would you want to go for a pint with?
Yeah, let's do that. Mike Tyson.
Cool, yeah.
Love my boxing. Yeah, obviously the most like legendary boxer ever. Yeah. Chris Harris, Top Gear presenter. Ex-Top Gear, obviously it's been canned now. Because I like my cars. Yeah. So I chat rubbish with him about like 80s hot hatches. Probably. And then like number 3.
It's got me thinking about my 3 as well now.
Tupac.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good 3, that actually. That's a good
Love hip hop. I feel like I'd have to choose someone that's dead as well. And then obviously I would ask him who shot him.
No, definitely. Yeah. Okay, cool. Nice. Good answers. Well, thank you very much, Tom.
No worries,
really enjoyed that.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah, that's really good. Good fun. We'll see you next time.
That was fast.
That was fast. Yeah.
Podfast.
There you go. Anyway, we'll see you next time.
Signing out. Peace.